An hour flies by before I know it. School will be letting out soon. Not wanting to outstay our welcome, we decide to leave Tagoria behind. Thanks, Horokane. The warabi mochi was seriously delicious.
お父さんに伝えておく。いろいろとありがとうございました。こちらこそご利用ありがとうございました。またいつでもいらしてください。引き続きデート頑張ってね。
You worrying about your skirt again? You are practically squirming.
確かにスカートも気になっているんですが、今のはむしろ体のことで。
Oh. Crap, I'd gotten way too into the date. I'd completely forgotten that the real reason we are doing this is to teach the cursed spirit about love. Have you felt any changes?
いえ、それが全然。今日はまだ一度も変身していませんから。こういうのも獣の気持ちで変わるんでしょうか。
That's possible, but isn't it also possible it's because it's satisfied with how the date's going?
そうだといいんですが。
Sorry, Hitachi-san.
はい、急にどうしたんですか？
I was just enjoying my date with you. I completely forgot about my purpose here as a stand-in.
それならいいんじゃないですか？だって目的は本物の恋人のようにデートを楽しむことです。代役ということを忘れるぐらいでちょうどいいと思いますよ。
Well, when you put it like that, perhaps it is.
それにですね、正直に言えばお店の中にいるときは私もすっかり忘れてしまっていました。だから謝られる理由はありません。
Really?
むしろ楽しいデートをしていただいて本当にありがとうございます。
Oh no, I think it's a bit early for that. I mean, the date isn't even over yet.
そうでした。
But man, that warabi mochi was really something else.
以前に食べたプリンもすごく美味しかったですよね。
Horokane said they're very particular about the ingredients.
もしかすると抹茶や日本茶もこだわり抜かれたものかもしれません。これは一度メニューを制覇してみたいものですね。
Oh, that sounds like fun. Make sure to bring me along if you do.
はい、その時はまた一緒に。約束ですよ。
Yeah, it's a promise. Huh? Is this a promise to go on another date?
また一緒に甘味どころに来る約束をしてしまった。これって次のデートの約束なのかな。
Is Hitachi-san thinking the same thing as me? She's fallen silent, as though lost in thought.
次も今日みたいにあんをするのかな。でもデートの代役は今日だけ。次に来るときは何なんだろう。私にもよくわからない。でもアリチさんと一緒にいるとやっぱり楽しい。
Anyway, let's get moving. We'll just draw attention to ourselves if we stand around here talking.
はい、そうですね。
So, do you ever make sweets yourself?
白玉ぐらいなら作ることもありますが、プリンやケーキなんかは作ったことがありませんね。基本的な作り方ぐらいは知っていますが、オーブンがありませんから。
You can make pudding the same way you make custard, you know?
そうなんですか？
Though making cake without an oven would be a challenge for sure. Have you ever thought about getting an oven?
あんまり使い道が思いつかないんですよね。
I suppose it's not really required for most Japanese dishes. Hitachi-san can whip up a Japanese meal without an oven in no time. But you could heat up fried food or bake fish so it comes out all nice and flaky. These days, there are these combination units where you can bake, steam and microwave stuff all in one.
それは便利そうですね。すごい。
This unsexy household talk probably isn't the most scintillating of date conversations. Still, simply being with Hitachi-san is enjoyable for me. We stroll along as we chat. Since classes are over now, we try to pick routes where we are unlikely to be seen. Having said that, there's only so much we can do. We've probably already been spotted by some of the townsfolk. However, no one has approached Hitachi-san. It's almost like they haven't even noticed her at all. Not even the old man at the store she most frequents said anything to her.
デートだと気づいて気を使ってくれているんでしょうか？
I don't know. This might be kinda rude to say, but I don't think the people around here would be so considerate.
ではもしやわざと泳がせてからかっているんでしょうか？
I don't think they'd do that either. Rather, or maybe they just genuinely haven't noticed you?
まさかいつも買い物してるんですよ。
But you look totally different from usual. You're in regular clothes, wearing a skirt, and you've changed your hairstyle. You look way more feminine. To them, I bet it's like looking at a different person altogether.
それって普段がガサツという意味でしょうか？
Not at all. Oh, do you want me to explain in detail how cute you usually are?
いえ、それは結構です。遠慮します。お立て死にさせられるのはごめんです。
Hitachi-san's face turns red, and she waves her arms around wildly. The eccentric gesture draws some stares from the people around us. Among them is the old store owner who hasn't noticed her yet.
このままだとさすがに気づかれますね。
She quickly reins herself in. Then she takes hold of my hand and starts to walk off briskly, pulling me along with her. Hey, Hitachi-san?
こんな姿で殿方と一緒に歩いているところを見られると、きっとこの先買い物するたびにからかわれます。
Oh yeah, I can imagine that. But you look great, so I'm pretty sure they'd be complimenting you instead of teasing you.
その場合は延々と褒め続けられます。どっちもお断りです。もう少し人の目がないところを移動しましょう。
Sure, okay. I allow myself to be pulled along by Hitachi-san as she flees the scene. The palm of her hand is soft against mine, but still calloused in places. It must be from the strenuous efforts of her years of ninja training. The contrasting sensations convey both her gentleness and her resolve. The two of us keep moving while doing our best to avoid catching anyone's eye. With a few breaks in between, we continue running around, looking for a place out of sight. At some point, we've gone from a leisurely stroll to what feels more like a game of hide and seek.
さすがにここら辺なら大丈夫ですね。
Wow, Hitachi-san, you managed to get us here without being seen by anyone. I'm impressed you knew about that alley.
まあ、この町で生まれ育ちましたから。狭いから普段あまり使われていないだけで、道自体はみんな知っていますよ。
Really? I suppose I've been away for a long time. It's possible I played in that alley at some point back in the day. It's actually quite thrilling moving around while trying not to be seen. I had fun, though I'm pretty tired now.
申し訳ありません。私無理やり引っ張り回したりして。
She finally realizes that she's been holding my hand this whole time. Her eyes go as round as marbles, and her face flushes a deep scarlet.
すみません。私、とっさに手を握ってしまって。
Her slim fingers move, trying to untangle themselves from mine. I don't want to let go. I instinctively clutch her hand tighter. No, I don't mind. We're on a date, remember? I think it's fairly normal for a couple to walk around holding hands.
そうですね。はい。恋人ならつなぐものですよね。
As she speaks, she slides her fingers back to fit snugly with mine. I grip her hand even more tightly than before.
気づかぬ間に殿方と手をつないでしまった。
I overhear her embarrassed whisper. Her fingers twitch hesitantly, like she's about to try and pull back again, but I don't let her. I capture her hand in mine, keeping us firmly connected. Hitachi-san tightens her grip too, making sure our hands are well and truly held. She's happy to do this, right? I want to believe that thought isn't coming from a place of conceit. So, since we're a quote-unquote couple, what else do couples do? Go to a cafe, take a walk together, hold hands. What else do they do?
そうですね。デートなら、あとは夕食も一緒に食べたりするのではないかと。
It's still too early for dinner, though. What else? Any ideas?
と言われましても、私も恋に精通しているわけではありませんし。
It can be anything at all, like something you've read in a manga.
漫画でも、そうですね。最近読んだ中ですと、キス。
Huh?
いえ、漫画ではと言いますか、現実でも同じだと思いますが、キスは大きな山場の一つだと思います。
I see. Kissing her? Of course, kissing is a totally normal thing that couples do. Kissing. Right. Kissing. I don't think that's something a stand-in should do though, right?
そうですね。キスはさすがに。
Then what if it wasn't with a stand-in?
はい。
Would it be okay if it wasn't with a stand-in? Oh, is he going to confess for real now?
そうですね。大役ではない恋人なら、キスすることも普通だと思いますから。
What about me?
ダメとは？
What if I was your real boyfriend instead of just a stand-in?
え？
I like you.
はい？
I like you, Hitachi-san. Wow, you sound eager.
よろしかないです。今のは肯定ではなくただの驚きで。と言いますか、いきなり何を。好きって、私のこと好きって。
I'm not saying this just because I want to kiss you. No, I mean, just to clarify, it's not like I would turn down a kiss or anything. Wait, this is getting off track. So, what I'm trying to say is, I really like you, Hitachi-san.
好きってなるほど。また意地悪ですね。からかおうとしても無駄です。その程度のことで私は動揺なんてしませんからね。真面目な顔でからかおうとするなんてちょっぴり性格が悪いです。
I'm not teasing you. I seriously, genuinely like you in a romantic way. I've gone and said it. I can't back down now. I look her straight in the eye and speak without faltering. Hitachi-san releases a quiet gasp, seemingly convinced by my earnest words.
ダメですよ。そんなの困ります。
What's troubling? My feelings for you?
いや、それはそんな失礼なことを思っているわけではありませんが。
She averts her gaze. I take a step forward into her personal space. Then what's the problem?
それは
Hitachi-san blushes fiercely and squirms in place. She takes a step back and I follow, closing the distance between us. She takes another step back and again I follow. Her back is now up against the wall.
とりあえず手を離していただけないでしょうか。
No.
卑怯ですよ。やっぱり意地悪です。
If I let go of your hand, you're going to run away and leave me with an after-image, aren't you?
そんなことありませんよ。
Knew it. She totally looked away. I feel like if I let her get away this time, she won't come back so easily. I'll keep saying it. I like you, Hitachi-san. I really like you.
なんなんですか、突然。一体どうしたんですか。
My heart's been aching ever since we've learned you have to fall in love. It hurt to think of you falling for anyone other than me. So I thought that at least I could be your stand-in. I've had so much fun with you today. It's been such a happy time. But being a stand-in isn't enough. If you're going to fall in love, I want it to be with me. I love you, Hitachi-san. Will you be my girlfriend?
私なんてダメです。今日お店で思ったんですが、マニワさんと一緒の方が楽しそうで、とてもお似合いに見えましたが。
Being around Rokane doesn't make my heart race the way it does with you. You're the only one who makes me feel this way. You don't dislike me, do you?
それは。はい、もちろんです。
But you don't have any feelings for me?
質問が極端すぎます。そんな聞かれ方されると答えに困りますよ。
But you've at least given it some thought before, right?
それは。
She falters for a moment. Then, perhaps realizing she can't avoid my forthright confession any longer, she timidly starts to reveal her own feelings.
私もアリチさんと一緒にいると楽しいですよ。リラックスもできます。それに胸がキュンってしてしまいます。アリチさんに女の子扱いされてしまうと。
Which means?
でも違うんじゃないかなとか思うんですよね。私が恋をするなんてきっと初めて女の子扱いしてもらえたから、私は勘違いをしちゃってるんです。アリチさんも勘違いをしてるんじゃないかななんて。
Mistaken how?
アリチさんも私みたいな子を好きになるって変だと思うんですよね。私が困ってるのを見て助けなきゃって思ってしまって、その義務感でなんてこともあるんじゃないかなと。
It's not. I wouldn't confess to you out of a sense of duty, and it wouldn't make my heart ache this way.
私は。
How about we put it to the test?
はい、試すって。
I finally let go of her hand. But before she can get away, I place my hand against the wall behind her.
これって
Remember how you taught Tomotake-san how to tell if she likes someone?
それは見栄を張ってしまっただけですから。
But it was still helpful in figuring that out. Tomotake-san realized that it made her heart race, but not in the way it would if she were in love. Look me in the eye, okay?
そらしてないですよ。
You're not looking anywhere near my eyes.
何をおっしゃいますやら。 そらしてないですってば。
If it's not real love, then I think you'd be able to look me in the eye. Tomotake-san didn't have any problems with that. Stare. You're avoiding my eyes again.
逃げてないですってば。全然逃げてないですよ。
She's awfully insistent, even though her gaze is focusing just about everywhere except on my own. So, did that give you your answer, like it did for Tomotake-san?
無理そうです。心臓がバクバクして体中が熱くなって何も考えられませんよ。
Don't you think that's proof in and of itself?
わかりません。
Then let's try this.
はい。
If you don't like it, I want you to push me away. But if you don't, then I'm going to kiss you. Her eyes widen. But I still keep my gaze trained on hers.
冗談ですよね。こんな場所でキスだなんて。
You think so? I cup her chin in my hand and then forcefully angle her face up toward mine. Hitachi-san.
待って。
I bring my lips toward hers. I slowly but surely close the distance between us. Her eyes are darting to and fro. They're like little minnows flitting about in a pond. But she makes no move to push me away. At this rate, we really are going to end up kissing, aren't we? Is that okay? Is this really okay? Can I really steal a kiss from her like this? But I told her to push me away if she didn't want to, and she hasn't done that, which means she's given her consent? I've let myself get swept away in the moment, but Hitachi-san is making no move to reject me. While her body is stiff with tension, she remains right where she is. She shrinks back a little and closes her eyes tightly shut. On the one hand, she looks terrified, but on the other, it's like she's leaving herself at my mercy. She hasn't pushed me away, so that means it's okay, right? Right? Though I'm the one who came up with this idea, so maybe she feels like she can't? If I back away now, it might seem as though my feelings for her are shallow. She'd end up thinking it was just something I came out with in the heat of the moment. Mobilizing all my self-control, I slowly bring my lips toward hers. Then, just before they brush hers, I close my eyes too and kiss. At least, that was what I was expecting to happen. Instead, my lips touch only air. Opening my eyes, I find that I'd been on the verge of becoming some kind of weirdo who makes out with walls. Hitachi-san is nowhere to be seen. Right. She ran away. Well, I should have expected it. I was too impatient. I rushed things, so of course she pulled away. If this is her answer, then I have no choice but to accept it. Huh? A little puppy is sitting at my feet, looking up at me with wide, apologetic eyes. Does this mean Hitachi-san didn't run away? Haha, ahaha. Ahaha, seriously, now of all times? What the hell? Ahaha. Hitachi-san barks angrily at my laughter. Sorry, it's just... I cast my gaze around, but there's no one in sight. We'd come here in the first place because it was private. Phew, that means no one saw. Alright, well, we probably shouldn't turn you back into a human here. We've got to find somewhere else. We could go back home, but then the date would be over. If we go back now, we might never resolve what just happened between us. Let's borrow a room at Grandpa's place.